So it's your main man here, Double H, half that hope. So yeah, I just thought it would be right for me to give you guys my World Cup 11. So these are the guys who I feel should be in the best 11. I saw the one from FIFA, I saw the one from ESPN. I personally don't agree with it. So this is the World Cup 11 that I believe is the right one. So let us start off with the keeper. I'm going with Pickford. A lot of people would say Courtois and so forth, and I agree with it because it was close between Pickford and Courtois. But the reason I went with Pickford is the critical saves. I think he made saves that are far more critical than Courtois. Pickford, and people may have forgotten this, may have made the save of the tournament, which was saving Uribe's shots against Colombia. Then he produced a wonderful, amazing save in the penalty shootout that effectively helped England to win their first penalty shootout at the World Cup. Then he also made two amazing, brilliant saves against Sweden in the quarterfinals. So when you just look at those 2, 3, 4 saves he made, I believe those are better than the other 2, 3 big saves that Courtois made. So Pickford for me is the keeper. So right back is Trippier. I thought this guy's consistency was great. His crossing was superb and his form never dipped. And to put the icing on the cake, beautiful, amazing free kick against Croatia. Theo Hernandez. For me, Hernandez, I think your stock is rising. You have to make a move. Because Theo Hernandez, he needs to go to Real Madrid and say, either Marcelo leaves or I leave. Because Theo Hernandez, I think, has proven that he needs to be a starter. You can't be a World Cup winner, a World Cup winning left back, and still be on the bench for any club. So I just thought, he was good. Again, consistent, formed a very good outlet. And again, for that crazy goal that France scored, from the goal of the tournament by Pavard, Hernandez played a very critical role in creating that goal for those goals. So again, for Hernandez, I just thought he had a great tournament. And similar to Trippier, his form never really dipped. So in the defense, I have Godin and Varane. Godin, again, showing why he's one of the best centre-backs in the world, was solid, was robust, and for me was really the star performer for Uruguay. He just had a little slip when he allowed Varane in for that goal. And speaking of Varane, I think this guy has now announced himself as the best young centre-back in the world. He had an amazing tournament, arguably one of the players of the tournament. He was one of the foundations and hallmarks and bedrocks of France's defense and how they were so hard and tough to beat. Because again, for me, Umtiti made a lot of mistakes. So by every time Umtiti would make a mistake, he always had Varane to really mop up behind him. And this is a Varane who isn't having to rely on his speed for the mistakes that he makes. His reading of the game has improved, his heading has improved, and just his overall command of a very difficult position, the central defensive position, has been very good. So for Varane, quality defender, and for me, I think overall, he superseded Godin by being the best defender at the World Cup. So my midfield, Conte, Pogba, Modric. Conte, again, Conte is a player who I even admit that I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really notice what he's doing. Do I really oversee him? But the fact of the matter is that what he does is so important that it helps other players shine. And then I ask myself, why is this player shining? No, that player is shining because of what Conte is doing. I don't think there is a better reader of the game. There's a better player who anticipates the opposition than Conte. The amount of times that he intercepts, he interjects, mops up, just does the dirty work. But the key thing is solidifying the midfield. The midfield is the most demanding position in football. And what Conte does is extremely tough because he has to mop up, he has to defend, he has to pass, he has to distribute. He's going to launch the counter-attack. So he's able to do both things constantly. And France relied on him a lot. You ask Didier Deschamps, he will tell you, Conte is my most important player because for how I'm setting my team up to be solid and robust, Conte is very important so that because when you take away Conte, it's like taking away the heart or the nucleus, the whole foundation will fall. Then I have Pogba. Pogba was only good at this World Cup because of Conte, but let's just preach about Pogba. This is Pogba at his very best. This guy's offensive abilities are amazing. And his defensive abilities are amazing as well. But he showed how he's great at both ends of the pitch. Defensively, quality. Attacking-wise, quality. Just look at the goal that he scored in the World Cup final. But also his passing ability, his long-range passing. So I just think we really saw Pogba at what he does best, given freedom. Modric, for me, arguably the player of the tournament. He set the tone for Croatia. He was a guy where Croatia would always look to give the ball. And just he always makes the right decision when he passes, and whether it's outside of the foot, a long ranger, a short pass, a through ball, he has all of these things in his repertoire, but also his engine, his running, the effort he puts in, because pointed to that, I have the technique and the guile and the finesse, but also have the hard work, the graft, the hustle as well. So that's those things he showed both sides great, the hustle and the finesse, hence why he stood out so much for Croatia. So as my strikers, I went for something different. For me, in this World Cup, there wasn't an outstanding striker. There was no striker that really shone, which was a bit strange, because you always see whether it's Ronaldo, whether it's Klose, whether it was Batistuta or Romario. There wasn't a striker that shone. So I went for Hazard, Inouye, and Mbappe. So for Hazard, I thought for me, Hazard announced himself to the world, and I think hence why I believe he's moving to Real Madrid, because Hazard really put himself in where he's top 3 now. He's top 3 in the world. I don't think he was ever really tackled. It took 2-3 guys to get the ball off of him. He always advanced. He always beat his man, and he always made Belgium look threatening. Every time he had the ball, something positive always happened. He never went sideways. He never went in a cul-de-sac. He always moved forward. He always beat his man, and he always caused issues for the defense. Because against France, I saw players falling over and finding it very difficult to stop him. So Hazard was just at his superb best. Anyway, quality. I thought that this guy's display at this World Cup really shone, and it went under the radar, because I don't think many people would have chosen him for the top 11. But his passing ability, his shooting, he scored 2 of the nicest goals at the World Cup. I think his goal against Senegal and that goal against Belgium was a quality goal. Just that there were so many amazing goals. But look at that goal he scored against Belgium again, against Courtois, a top keeper. That was a beautiful goal where the ball didn't even move. But I just thought that his general play overall was very crucial. Mbappe, what can we say? Amazing. Everything he touched fell to gold. He really showed why he could be really the next big thing. Because what I liked about Mbappe was that he was always willing to try things, skills, audacious skills, and he was always trying to beat his man. But I think it is the intent of what he wanted to do. But every time he touched the ball, there was excitement, there was electricity, and I always really felt energized every time he touched the ball. Hence why he reminded me of an old R9. And manager of the tournament, Roberto Martinez. It was Martinez's changes that really changed the game against Japan, and his setup that really beats Brazil. So for Martinez, really shown as a manager for what he did against Japan and what he did against Brazil. So Martinez, under pressure, not choosing Nainggolan, really shone for me. So guys, that is my World Cup 11 and my manager. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.